Real Gaming XP, making you a bigger, badder YouTuber.
Hey, what's going on, guys? The Playthnator here, bringing you another commentary. It's going to be a free-for-all, map C-Town. It's going to be a TMOAB, and a TMOAB is just my name for, you know, getting a MOAB, but either not being able to call it in, or there's some sort of technicality. It's called a technical. Mother of all bombs, man of all breasts. And actually, I'm going to be talking about breasts to an extent today. So basically, it's not directly about breasts, unfortunately. So I know that might cause many of you to dislike the video right now. But well, actually, I'm sure many of you have disliked it just because your graphics were anyway. But anyways, basically, it's pornography from a neutral standpoint. And I've covered this before in some of my previous videos. And basically, as some of you guys know, I am a devout Christian. I do believe in God. But that's not going to be the point today. The point today is going to be from a completely neutral standpoint. You know, just like Switzerland was completely neutral during, actually, pretty much every war. I think the last time they ended up using their army was like something like 300 years ago. I can't remember exactly. But anyways, guys, yeah. No, well, from a Catholic standpoint, when you look at porn, the general outlook of porn, it's from a Catholic standpoint morally wrong. It's a moral sin. You should never do it, or never participate in it, never watch it. Much less, you know, jerk off to it, or masturbate to it, or you know. And then from an atheist standpoint, it's like, because I believe Christianity and atheism are the polar opposites of each other. Atheism would say, you know what, it's fine, don't worry about it. There's no God that will punish you for it. It's no big deal. And for the most part, it's kind of frustrating, you know, to get in between those two, because I do have a conscience, and I surprisingly, and this conscience says, you know what, look, don't watch it. But to be honest, here comes the neutral way. My conscience, in my opinion, does not tell me not to watch porn because of the, you know, the moral sin of it. It tells me not to watch porn because I have a Windows. I have a PC. As many people may know, PCs are very prone to viruses. I know there's some porn websites that are safe, but I just don't risk it. But that's pretty much why I proudly actually have never watched porn in my life. And that's because I am a Catholic. But yeah, it's not neutrality. I'm a Catholic through and through. But now the big thing is how you should, you know, kind of how it affects people, because I've noticed some of my friends and how they have been accustomed to watching porn and all this kind of stuff. And basically, what'll happen is, well, I'll give you an example of one of my friends actually. He was the kind of guy that would put porn on his iPhone, sit next to you in class, and then he'd like play it in the middle of class, and then he'd be like, tee look, there's tits. But basically, when he got a girlfriend, he was the guy who kind of like told me everything, because I'm a pretty trustworthy kind of person, not gonna lie. But basically, he told me that he had sex with this girl. Now, and I'm like, because it's a bro kind of thing to do. I'm like, yeah, man, right on kind of thing, because I play Call of Duty on the Wii. I'm too nice of a guy. That's why I'm a virgin. But no, I'm seriously I'm actually just too weird for some people. Actually, most people, just because of my interests and all this kind of stuff. I'm not goth or emo or anything like that. But it's just me. That's not the point, though. Anyways, but what happened was he kept doing the thing in class where he kept showing me porn, but he stopped even showing me the porn. He stopped just watching the porn himself. It was almost as if he was trying to develop, tips from it, if that makes anything, just in case this chick wanted to have sex again. Now, what I thought of this was, and I was going to tell him this, but he what happened was he broke up with his girlfriend, and then he told me later on that it was because she didn't want to have sex again. Now, I told him I didn't believe him, but I believed him it was based on sex, but I did not believe that it was on, like, the fact that she didn't want to have sex. It was based on the fact that, you know, there's things in it that she didn't want to do. So I was afraid that it was more than likely it was something like, yeah, can you, like, give me a blowjob, like, exactly how this chick does it? And she's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Because, I mean, you got some that's, don't mind giving blowjobs. You got some that's, some chicks that they love, if you're an autocorrect user, they love Alan 6. You know, and there's some that despise it, there's some that find it painful, I don't know. But basically, it's the way it affects everyone is the fact that it was too much, and that's why they broke up. And I feel bad for the guy because she was quite attractive. And I sound like such a giddy little person right here, but no, that is the fact though. And I met her. She's very cute. She was very cute, but no. But the biggest problem is that you can't be outgoing with that kind of stuff, and it's just people think of, especially women, think of porn as to an extent degrading, and they don't necessarily like it. And you get some people that don't mind it. You get some girls that go, yeah, you know what, it's good sex tricks or whatever, but I mean, and then you got people that they like having this kind of weird sex, and you get these other people that just find passionate, you know, making out just a lot more satisfying. But it basically seemed like she was one of those passionate making out people, and I feel bad for him. But you know, what are you gonna do? You take from it, you learn, and basically he's not pulled out his iPhone. When I told him, that's what I thought it was. He's not pulled out his iPhone once in class. Like, not even text anyone. Like, I mean, he was a big texter. But he hasn't pulled his iPhone out at all. But no, for the most part, I think that porn is good in moderation. Moderation is always the best thing, because you don't want to develop, you know, style from porn, but you don't want to get so because if you get so caught up in it, then you know, you take the risk that either the chick loves the porn or hates the porn. It even say same things with chicks too. Like, I mean, but also, it's more of if you don't watch any, it's like I've had people that well, not people, but I've seen movies, and I assume it does happen occasionally, very occasionally in real life, where they get to having sex and one person doesn't really know what to do. So, I mean, but that would be quite funny, and let's just hope I don't run into that. Yes, because if you've ever seen an episode of The In-Betweeners, you know, pogoing on top, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And what's this lag right here? What? Yeah. I'm stuttering, like it's lagging. Okay, it's lagging. So yeah, I hope you you know, took my thoughts into consideration. Being an intelligent person, basically it's an agonistic point of view, even though I'm not agonistic. But there's my TMOAB right there. By the way, I'm 15.